music was huge in our family. All that stuff, the theater input and all that thing, I brought to voice acting, which I had never ever done. When they asked me to audition for this role, I'm like, I said, do I have to sing something? They went, no. Tell us what it was for. They said, no, it's for Project X. We can't tell you. When I showed up for this thing, I said, so what am I doing? And they said, you're auditioning for Wolverine. I said, okay, what's Wolverine? And they said, oh dear. Oh dear, one of these. And they said, he's 5'3", tough as nails. He would die for his friends if need be. And they said at the end of it, and he's cranky. And I said, he's cranky. They said, yeah. I said, oh my God, I love him already. Because my wife says that all the time. They gave me this script and I'm reading the lines that they gave me. And I said, so who do you hear him sounding like? And they said, Clint Eastwood. But Clint Eastwood is always down here. So very quiet. I said, this line that I'm looking at, I could never hear Clint Eastwood doing this because he would have to be yelling. And I've never heard Clint Eastwood scream or yell in a movie. It's all clenched teeth and very kept within himself. Because I looked at this line and I didn't know that the scene it was Sabretooth he's yelling at. And this is the very first line that I read. He just says, all right, you egg-sucking piece of gutter trash. You always like pushing around people smaller than you. Well, I'm smaller. Try pushing me. Ow! And they just went ape shit. They said, holy shit. Give them some more lines quick. And, so I read for the next 15, 20 minutes, and they just said, thank you so much, Cal. We'll be in touch. And away I went, and they phoned me the next day, and they said, we would really love for you to be our Wolverine. And I said, okay, whoever he is, let's go. And that was the beginning, Joshua, of 5 of the greatest years of my life.